Hello and welcome to another week. Now, you may notice that it's fairly light in here, and that is because for the second day in a row, I've had very low pain, and that is just amazing, and I feel so happy and relieved about it. I've still been being quite cautious today. I haven't been doing anything crazy. Not that anything I do would be classed as crazy, but you know what I mean. However, it's been really sunny here today and really hot. So now it's cooled down a bit outside. It's 5 p.m. I'm going to go and sit in the garden for a few minutes just to get a bit of vitamin D and hope that my body can handle it. I'm quite scared because it is still very bright out there, but hopefully it goes okay. So, as you will have seen, I did manage to sit outside for a few minutes. Not as long as I would have liked. I did have to come in after only about 5 minutes. And to go down 2 flights of stairs and up 2 flights of stairs just to sit in the sun for 5 minutes. I'm not sure whether that was totally worth it, but hey, at least I tried. At least I was able to try. That is the key thing here. I need to remember that. The last few days, not yesterday, but the days before that were so bad. I couldn't tolerate any light, and today I was able to go and sit in the garden for a few minutes. I mean, I've got to take the positives from that, haven't I? I'm back in my room now, back in bed. Got my blind pulled down fairly low. Don't want to risk the pain coming back. And I'm going to rest and relax and do some knitting, I think. Going to do some knitting. You will not believe how productive my day has been today. I booked an eye test, ordered repeat prescriptions, ordered more medication supplements from Breakspear, and I had a shower and washed my hair. And that was just this morning. What? This afternoon, I edited a bit of my next video and I did some research about some floor exercises to start soon. I can't remember the last time I had a day this productive. Seriously, I can't. I really hope I've not overdone it. I don't feel like I have, but you never know with chronic illness. Sometimes your body tricks you into thinking you're fine and the next day you're just completely wiped out. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. I have to say though, it's been quite weird today. It's not my fatigue levels that are controlling what I'm doing at the moment. It's my pain levels. I sort of work on my laptop for 15 minutes and I feel the pain levels starting to rise, so I've sort of shut off. I've got to lie in a dark room with a heat pack on my jaw. Hopefully the pain won't get worse, maybe it'll get better. And the last few days it has got better, and then I'm able to sit up again, I'm able to go back to doing something. At no point is the first thought in my brain, I'm getting really tired, I need to stop this. It's, I can feel my pain getting worse. I'm just not used to that at all. For the entirety of my chronic illness life, which has been 7 years. 7 years I've been severely chronically ill. 9 years since I had Lyme disease. I don't tend to count the first 2 years because I was leading a relatively normal life, to my detriment, because obviously it caught up with me later. So 7 years, the first thought in my brain is always, I'm really tired, I need to stop, I'm so tired, I'm so tired. And now it's, I'm in a lot of pain, I need to stop, I'm in a lot of pain. And I just don't know how to process that really. I'm sure it's the Modafinil that's giving me this energy, but it might also be the Modafinil that's causing this extra pain. I'm not going to be able to test the limit of my newfound energy until the pain gets better. And if the Modafinil is causing the pain, then it's not going to get better. But if I stop taking the Modafinil, then the energy will go away. So yeah, it's just giving me very mixed messages. As I said, not really sure how to process all this. But now I'm going to stop thinking about it. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to relish in the fact that I had a really productive day. And I'm going to really hope that tomorrow I don't get post-exertional malaise. Today hasn't been as good as yesterday, but I'm pretty sure it's more to do with the fact that I woke up at 5 a.m. as opposed to how much I did yesterday. But I haven't had bad pain, I haven't been feeling really sick, I haven't had any other really bad symptoms, just my usual ones. So it's not actually been a bad day, it's just not been as good as yesterday. And it definitely hasn't been as productive. I haven't done anything. Well, I read a little bit, but mostly it's just been watching things on my iPad and listening to audiobooks. I wanted to give you an update on how the massager that I bought last week is going. I've been doing 15 minutes every day, and that might sound a lot, but it just runs for 15 minutes and then turns itself off, so it seems like a good amount of time. As I said at the end of the last video, I did really overdo it. The first day I had it, I used it for 30 minutes, and that was way too much straight away. So I've just been doing 15 minutes a day since then, and I have to say, my shoulder pain, my neck pain has been so much better. It's ridiculous. I do still have jaw pain, but it's not excruciating. It flares up a couple of times in the day and I have to go and put a heat pad on my jaw, but it is so much better. It's amazing. It really, really is. So glad I purchased it on a whim. Another thing is that I think it doubles up as lymphatic drainage massage. Your lymph system in your body doesn't have a drainage system. So if you're expelling a lot of toxins like you are when you have Lyme disease or other chronic illnesses, it can get clogged up. And a really good way to combat that is with the lymphatic drainage massage. I've been looking into getting it done for months and months, but because it's so difficult for me to leave the house and it would be so tiring to have a massage, it's just not been feasible. But this is like a little mini lymphatic drainage massage because it goes right up the side of my neck. As I'm sure you know, you have lots of lymph nodes there. So I'm hoping that that will help with my detoxing a little bit. So that is an added benefit. I've been really, really, really fatigued again today. I actually think more than yesterday. Again, slept really badly last night. I woke up at 3 a.m. feeling really nauseous. And I was awake for over an hour and a half waiting for it to pass. It was like 4:45. And I had one of those moments that you have when it's the middle of the night and you're feeling really ill and you're just like, what am I going to do? I can't do this. I don't know what's going to happen. For some reason, everything just feels way worse at nighttime. I don't know why, but it does. But it did pass and I did manage to go back to sleep for a very short period of time, so that is something. And I have generally been feeling okay again today, just so exhausted. I'm going to go to bed. Hope that I sleep better than I have done the past few nights. I've had a pretty productive day today. I've been working a lot on my laptop because the past 3 days I've been really, really fatigued. I haven't been able to do much editing, so I have a lot to do today. At the start of the day I was a bit like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it, but I did, so it's all good. My pain really hasn't been too bad. There was a point this morning when I did quite a long stretch on my computer and that definitely made the pain flare up. But my mum gave me a head massage and I lay in a dark room for like half an hour, 45 minutes, and it got much better again. So that meant that I could go back on my laptop this afternoon and finish what I was doing. Feeling very happy and positive about that because that's the most I've done staring at a screen, concentrating for the last couple of weeks since I started Modafinil. And I am tired now, but I'm not wiped out, completely foggy, unable to string a sentence together. And on top of that, I don't have a migraine, which last week I definitely would have done if I'd done all that. Hopefully this means that the pain levels are decreasing, hopefully. I am going to spend the rest of the evening resting now because, like I said, I am pretty tired. I'm going to listen to a podcast, do a bit of knitting, and hope that I don't get any post-exertional malaise tomorrow for what I did today. When I woke up this morning, I felt really good, and I do not use those words very often, if ever, in fact. So that does say something. I was like, yes, today is going to be great. And this morning was pretty good. I definitely call it productive. Got some stuff done on my laptop without triggering a headache, and I was like, oh, that's amazing. But then around lunchtime, my energy suddenly just bottomed out, and I basically had none. So the afternoon was spent in a kind of haze and I was just not really getting anything done, but not feeling really, really ill. I was just like really tired. I did rally a bit around 5-6 o'clock, so I'm not feeling too bad now. And today is the end of another week, and so it's the end of another video. I definitely think this week has been better than last week. My pain levels have been a lot lower, and I don't think there's been one time this week where they've got to unbearable, which is really, really good because the week before was basically not constantly unbearable, but it was mostly unbearable. And I've definitely noticed that I've been able to do a bit more on my laptop, do a bit more stuff without having to worry that it will immediately come back. I still definitely have limits where I have to kind of shut off so the pain doesn't come back in full force, but overall it's been so much better. I had those 2 pretty productive days at the beginning of the week, and then yesterday was pretty productive, and then I had half a day this morning, so what's that? 3.5 days? 3.5 productive days in a week is pretty good. Well, very good for me. I can't remember the last time that happened. So this definitely means that the Modafinil is doing something. And I hope it means that the pain levels are dying down and that I'll be able to keep going with it. I won't have to stop. At the end of last week, I thought that might have to happen, and I was really, really sad about it. But I think I won't know for sure until I've sorted out the other two things that are contributing to the pain that I talked about at the end of the last video. Those things are the TMJ pain and then my eyes, because I'm due an eye test. And then we'll just see what pain is left, I guess, and see if it's worth being in that pain because I get more energy out of it. So that is my plan of action moving forward. I think it's a good one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you again next week. Bye.